I once approached this girl in a cafe. She was sitting there like scrolling her phone, and I walked up to her and said, "Well, hi, my name is Omkar. Would you mind if I join you for a minute?" She said yes. Then I asked her name, she asked my name. I asked her where she's from, she asked the same question. Then suddenly things started to go silent. And eventually she said, "Well, nice meeting with you." And she walked away. I stood there. What the fuck just happened? I didn't say anything wrong, nor I was being creepy, but I was just being forgettable. And that's when it hit me like, girls don't give a fuck about what you say. They only care about how you say it. It's about the vibe, it's about the emotion that you can give it to her. So the number one mistake that you're making right now, you have zero emotion in your words. She don't care where you live. You don't even care where you live, right? Girls do not connect through facts. They get connected through emotions. Here's how to flip that same situation. Imagine like you met a girl and you asked her name. And just hypothetically, imagine she replied Jessica. Her name was Jessica, right? So instead of thinking, "Oh, Jessica, where do you live?" Use storytelling, and you need to have stories in your life. Imagine if I was in a situation, I would have said something like, "Oh, Jessica, that sounds like a rich family name." And she's probably gonna say, "No, I'm broke." Then you're gonna say something like, "Oh, I remember this story when I read when I was 15. It was like a December night, pretty cold. I was under my blanket, phone in my hand, and I was pretending that I was attending the online classes, but I was watching a story. And the queen came in the story. Her name was Jessica. Same energy as you. Did you notice the difference? Now she's invested. Now she cares about what you say. Now she's curious. Now she's smiling instead of being bored. And you're gonna, if you're gonna say something like this, you're gonna walk up like a fucking Netflix episode. And this is where it get hard. Most guys don't have stories to tell. They have like a boring life, sit in their room 24/7 watching reels, pretending they're working, but their life is fucking boring. They don't have a fucking story to tell. I have multiple stories. If there is a girl in front of me, I can hold the conversation for like hours, just because how interesting my life is. She will have the desire to be the part of my life because this motherfucker is interesting. His life is interesting. So I should be the part of his life. Do some crazy shit. Hike the mountain. Go to the place you have never went before. Go to the unexplored place in your area. Do some crazy shit and you're gonna have stories which you could tell. The second thing that you need to do is reform the present. Most guys like walk like an NPC character. There's the same question like if you met her in the gym, you're gonna ask something like, "Oh, when did you came?" Bro, you don't give a fuck about that. You give a fuck about her ass. To just be honest, she has been asked the same question 17 times a week. And you're asking the same fucking dry question. What you have to do is notice the present and reform it in a very, let me tell you what you should say. And you don't have to copy me, it should be natural. So imagine I met her in the gym and I kind of knew she got a like fucking sexy physique. So I'm not gonna say her you got a sexy physique or I'm attracted to your fucking ass. I'm not gonna say her. What I will say is that I will say something vague like something like, "Okay, do you believe in manifestation?" She's gonna say something like, "No." Then I'm gonna say something like, "So you accidentally manifested this body?" Whatever she gonna say, I'm gonna build up the conversation on that. If she says, "No, I have been hitting gym from like past 6 months," you have built the most hottest physique in 6 months. I'm gonna say something vague like this, and she's gonna invest it in that because I'm building the present. I'm not gonna ask her where do you live out of nowhere because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck where she lives. I don't give a fuck what's her father name is. I don't give a fuck like what's her title is. I'm not gonna ask a random question out of nowhere. I'm just gonna build up the present. If she say like, "Oh, I used to play basketball," just say something like, "Your hand don't even look like you can lift a basketball. You can grab a basketball." Say something like that, and you're gonna build the conversation on that. You kind of knew, you kind of got the idea of what I'm saying, right? Build the conversation based on the present. And you don't have to fake it. Just whatever it is in your mind, just fucking vomit it. You don't have to think about it. Now for me, it's natural. Like I can say this kind of thing naturally. I don't have to Google five different ways to answer this question. It should be natural to you and it will come over time. So do it more oftenly. Build the conversation on the present. Just notice the micro detail. For example, she's wearing the red dress. Just compliment her. "Oh, like this red dress is really like giving the vibe of vampire." The third thing that you need to do, wait. So the third thing that you need to do is be authentic. You're holding your laugh like a fart during a class. You're holding the joke. Most guys try so hard to act like a cool, be like a cool guy, and they forgot that they are fucking humans. You think that should I laugh at the joke? Should I say this joke? Will she think I'm creep? Will she think I got no humor if I say this joke? Bro, you're holding your laugh, you're holding your joke like a fart during a maths class. Just reveal your true self. Trust me when I say this, when you're acting cool, I don't laugh like I'm a fucking top G. I'm top G. I don't laugh at this joke. I'm like a fucking Sigma boy. She can smell it. Girls can smell the fake energy, like the cheap perfume. The next time you're in front of a girl, don't hold the laugh. Laugh, bro. If you want to say something, just say it. If you want to tease her, just say it. If you want to say like you're looking like you look like an utterly red flag, just say it. Don't hold it. And of course, you have to hold something. Don't walk up to her and say, "Oh, I really like her boobies. Can I grab it?" Think about it, right? Don't be fucking dumbass. Act like the way you want. You don't have to act only like this. If you got a pain in your shoulder, you can also act like this. Doesn't mean stop watching those fucking body language, fucking dumbass bitches, the fucking like weird shit. Like they're gonna teach you something like, okay, be like this around girls. She's gonna think you're top G. The fourth thing that you need to do is be playful and unpredictable. Unpredictable is a trait that girls really like. They don't like the guy who will say this and do only this. They like the unpredictable guy. And be playful about it. Just don't ask question like a job, like she's in a job interview. Be playful about it. So if she tell her name, instead of saying oh yes, you can just twist it and say something like, recently I read a study on of 7 red flags in the world and your name was on it. Now some guy's gonna say like it's aggressive, like you shouldn't say she's red flag in front of her. Bro, she knows I'm teasing her. She knows I'm just being playful. Just be unpredictable. Like for example, imagine like you both have planned to like go to a specific cafe, but you kind of like changed the decision and you went toward and you decided to go to another cafe, and you found out that cafe got a pool, and that cafe is more luxurious than the previous one. If you're a girl, just be unpredictable. Imagine you guys are sitting together like this. Touch her shoulder. Of course, don't touch her like a fucking rapist way. You can just play with her hair. You can just take her to an unexplored place. Make jokes that she will laugh on, and she will love your energy. It's not about like learning 5 flirty lines. It's about being authentic and being playful. She should love your energy. You should give her the emotions she wants. If you make her cry, she is showing her emotion. You're making her emotion. You're provoking her emotion. If she laughs, if you make her angry, that's also you're making her emotion. Until then, I'll meet you in the next video. If you want to upgrade this game and you don't want to be this lonely motherfucker and you really want to get girl as an average boy, then just click the link in the comment to get a one-on-one coaching from me, and I'll see you there.